Well, once upon a time, his name was Jonathan Cryer. Wow. What happened there, John?
Well, I was abducted by an evil queen. No, what do you...
Aboard a spaceship.
Once upon a time. No, I've always been known as John, and Jonathan always seemed a little pretentious to me. You know, it seemed like people say, "Hello, Jonathan, how are you?" You know, and you're John, you're a John, so, you know, it's just one of those, it's an informal thing, I think.
I've talked with you at least a couple of times now, and you delight in slipping in and out of dialects.
Yeah.
It's fun. I never know where your voice is going to come from.
That sort of comes from doing a lot of theater work, you know, doing a lot of summer stock work and having to play the southern, you know, the southern plantation owner, or the, you know, playing the as in Superman, playing Lenny Luthor, who's, you know, sort of a valley dude who talks like this, you know, and
kind of
gestures,
spazzed out.
Yeah, spazzed out for no particular reason. You know?
You must have been wild at parties as a kid. Did
Actually,
you terrorize your elders?
I was very shy until I became an actor, as a matter of fact. I think one of the reasons I became an actor was sort of to get out of my shell. I felt very insecure just not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. You know?
kind of consciously shifted?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
that's neat.
I just didn't, you know, I thought something's got to change here. This is just getting too pathetic. And, so I went to a camp. It was a great camp. It was a place called Stage Door Manor, and I would do like 4 or 5 shows this summer. And there was like 240 girls and 40 guys.
Hey, listen, that'll break a guy out right away.
I know, it was great, and half the girls came there to be models, so they were gorgeous.
My goodness.
You know, so it really brought me out of my shell. It was a very conscious decision on my part.
Let's go to the Smithsonian.
Well, let's go.
No kidding. It was a kick watching you and Margot and Chris at that 50-year anniversary display.
I think Christopher Reeve was really freaking out that he had sort of become a part of the American culture. You know, there was a movie that wasn't much of a movie called National Lampoon's Vacation, but at the end they had a song called Back in America, and it was about these people who had been on this hell trip to Europe, and and they and what they liked, and it was just sort of a montage of everything about America that they liked, and one of the shots was Christina, like, you know, as Superman, and I don't think he realizes, well, I think he just now realized how much a part of the culture he was.
Well, there might be a natural inclination to sort of say, nah, I'm not that big. I mean, I'm not that, and shield yourself from that. Otherwise, you'd go mad.
Go mad.
You know?
It would be kind of scary.
I mean, everything you do, everything you say. Well, now, in a way, you're attached to this ongoing saga yourself.
Yeah.
So are you going mad?
I've gone mad. I've gestured wildly for no particular reason.
Well, you were having a great time. You were mugging it up and kind of joking around.
Yeah, that's my job. You know, I do have a great time doing this. You know, anybody who tells you that you know, giving autographs is a drag and a bore, and having fans is a bore. It's not. It's great. You know, you know, we should. I think every actor should feel lucky that their work is hitting somebody, and that's what they. That they enjoy your work enough to want a hunk of you.
But alas, it does create a distance, a barrier sometimes between you and, let's say, a normal date. I mean, can you ever have a normal date? Whatever that is?
Ever. Yeah, I can, because I find that I get over that fairly quickly. People realize that I am just about as much of a geek as you know, your average freshman in high school. You know,
it's like the date goes fine till you start spazzing out.
The spaz out is
We've been kind of having fun, I guess, with the teens. You're in your early 20s now. This so-called newer generation coming up. Movies like River's Edge and Your Own Pretty in Pink and other things show radically opposite views.
Yeah, River's Edge is pretty bleak, actually. And I was fortunate enough to make a movie with Daniel Roebuck, who plays the killer in that movie. He plays John Sampson, and he's and it's so funny because he plays this maniac. Well, not a maniac. He just killed his girlfriend because he felt like it. You know, one day. A little different from Pretty in Pink, but he's the nicest guy in the world. Like, you know who his favorite actor is? Tony Randall and Andy Griffith. Okay, and you know he's you know, well, that might be kind of psychopathic in its own right, but you know. It's I don't know that either one of the pictures is really accurate. I think it's probably a little bit of both. You know, it's not as bleak as as River's Edge or as black and white as Pretty in Pink.
Because I'm wondering if high school kids are growing up now a little bit confused about how they're being portrayed.
Yeah, well, I don't, the fact is that the River's Edge story really happened, and the Pretty in Pink story also probably really happened in its context, you know. My school was not like either at all, you know. I think everybody has wildly different happenings in their life, you know, and I don't think there is any quintessential American teen experience.
Mm-hmm. So far, we're not getting that norm, though, that in between.
Oh, yeah.
view.
Well, you know, that's, you know, it will come. Somebody will do it. It'll just take a little time.
Very quickly, before we have to close, you said, I love doing things to myself. The makeup in Superman 4 must be an example.
Well, the hairstyle, yeah. I think it helps me every morning when I get up and I look in the mirror and I'm not the same guy I was. You know, it helps you get into the character and get into the movie and forget your problems that are happening in real life, you know.
I mean, but this is a brat nephew to end all.
Oh, nephews. Well, he's not really a brat. That's everybody's been saying that. That was the original script. The character sort of changed on location. He became sort of a good-natured kid, and that was just the way I wanted to play him. I thought the brat thing would get kind of annoying after a while.
Meantime, Jon Cryer, part of the American scene now.
Hey, a part of American culture.
Does that mean in another few years you're going to be behind that glass at the
Oh
Smithsonian?
God, that would really be a thrill, but I doubt it. It'll be a little while longer than that before I do anything that makes that much of an impact.
John, good to meet you.
Good to meet you too, John.
We're both in Washington, D.C. talking about Superman 4. I'm John Tibbetts for KCTV5.